Drain. Horror narration script. Some stories are meant to stay buried. This is not one of them. In the fall of 2003, a small town in Maine was hit by days of relentless rain. The streets were empty, the sky was dark, and everyone stayed indoors. Everyone except for 11-year-old Ethan Carter. Witnesses say Ethan was last seen walking down Willow Street shortly after sunset. He was alone, holding a flashlight and following something. Nobody knew what it was until 3 days later. A neighbor reviewing old security footage noticed something strange. A single red balloon floating through the rain, moving against the wind, almost as if it were leading someone. The footage showed Ethan following it, step by step, toward a storm drain. Then the video ended. Police immediately searched the area. They found Ethan's flashlight, his bicycle, and muddy footprints leading directly to the drain. But there was something even more disturbing. Another set of footprints, much larger and impossible to identify. Investigators assumed it was a prank until residents started reporting strange sounds, children laughing, whispers in the dark, and a voice calling their names from outside their bedroom windows. One family reported hearing a knock on their front door at exactly 3:13 a.m. When they opened it, nobody was there. Only a red balloon tied to the mailbox. The town was terrified. Parents stopped letting their children play outside. Schools increased security, and for a while, the incidents stopped. Then came the recording. A maintenance worker inspecting the underground drainage system accidentally left his camera running. Hours later, while reviewing the footage, he noticed something. At the far end of the tunnel, a figure, standing perfectly still, watching the camera. Its face was pale, its eyes reflected the light, and its smile was impossibly wide. The worker refused to return underground. 2 weeks later, he moved away and never spoke publicly about what he saw. Years passed. The story slowly became an urban legend. Most people forgot, but not everyone. In 2017, a group of teenagers decided to explore the abandoned tunnels themselves. They brought cameras, flashlights, and enough confidence to believe the stories were fake. At first, everything seemed normal, just wet concrete, dark tunnels, and silence. Then one of them found a red balloon, deep underground, far beyond where anyone could have placed it. The group laughed, assuming it was a prank. Then they heard it. A laugh, not from one direction, but from everywhere, echoing through the tunnels, growing louder, getting closer. The camera footage became chaotic, people running, screaming, flashlights shaking. Then the recording suddenly cut to black. When authorities recovered the camera the next day, the teenagers were gone. Every single one of them. The only thing left behind was a single frame recorded just before the video ended. A pale face, a dark smile, and two glowing eyes staring directly into the lens. To this day, nobody knows what happened beneath that town. Some believe it was a criminal hiding underground. Others think it was mass hysteria. But locals still avoid the drains when it rains. And every now and then, someone reports seeing a red balloon floating through the darkness, waiting, watching, looking for the next one to follow it. So, if you're ever walking alone on a rainy night and you see a balloon drifting where it shouldn't be, don't follow it, because some things in the dark want to be found.